Hey guys, this is Pikmin, and now it's time for another fidget analysis. Now, for this episode, it's something I don't really understand that much. So I guess when I make this FGA, I'm trying to learn more about it myself. This is going to be fidget analysis volt turn, also known as U-turn and volt switch. So I don't understand why it's used so often now. So I decided to look at Smogon for its competitive use. I hope it actually does stuff. So anyway, let's begin. So I'm going to start with U-turn because it came first. Okay, so what U-turn is it is a bug-type move starting Generation 4. It's been TM89 since. 20 PP, 70 power, 100% accuracy, physical. What it does is that when you use it, you are immediately switching on to another Pokemon. There are some various restrictions in what happens. Any side effects that may come with using U-turn, such as if the enemy Pokemon has pursuit and is faster, and you use U-turn, the opponent's pursuit will do more damage. And also when you switch out, you can switch out of things that will normally force you to not switch. Okay, so back in Gen 4, I remember in Gen 4 when I was doing my Hardcore Boss playthrough, I don't understand why U-turn is so darn important and it has to be TM. However, back then I decided, this is a useless TM. I don't really care about it that much. It's just meh. I mean, it's a pretty decent power, I guess. But other than that, why would I want to switch out? Because I still have this gym leader mentality. Because I remember one of my earlier Wi-Fi battles, I don't switch at all. I kind of have this gym leader mentality of not switching whatsoever. But still, it actually ends up on Gen 5 pretty stupidly useful. However, I'm gonna say that later after I talk about Volt Switch. So it's because it's a bug type move. The Pokemon that learn it are usually not always bug type. There are a lot of a variety of Pokemon that can learn it. Like for example, Lumineon can learn it. Gliscor can learn it. By the way, I think they can learn Sky Uppercut in Black White too. So that's kind of pretty interesting to have there. Okay, anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Mienshao can learn it, which is actually a really interesting thing because Mienshao has the ability called Regenerator. And when you use U-turn, it can actually heal itself when using U-turn. So I guess Mienshao is one of those Pokemon that actually benefit the most from U-turn. Well, aside from Pokemon such as bug-type Pokemon such as, I don't know, Scizor, because Scizor can learn it. Some other Pokemon can learn it. I see a lot of flying types that learn U-turn in Bulbapedia. But they're not restricted to just the flying types. There are a lot of other Pokemon that can learn, like Electros learns it, Cinccino learns it, Darmanitan learns it, Staraptor learns it, so etc. etc. So okay, now let's talk about Volt Switch, since I don't want to waste so much time. Okay, Volt Switch. Volt Switch is a special electric type move, same power and same everything else as U-turn. Only difference is that it is a special electric type move. Okay, so yeah, and the only Pokemon I can learn by level up supposedly is Emolga. And Emolga by itself is a pretty useless Pokemon. It's a pathetic excuse for an electric flying type, especially when we have Thundurus and Zapdos, which are infinitely better. And totally unlike U-turn, the Pokemon that learn Volt Switch are mostly electric types, with very few exceptions, like Fortress can learn it, Nosepass can learn it, Cobalion can learn it, the Clink family can learn it, etc. Other than that, it's mostly electric types that learn it. So Volt Switch is what seems to be a very more restricted version of U-turn. So because mostly Pokemon that have Stab on it have Volt Switch, then and even though it's a TM, I think a lot more could probably benefit more from Volt Switch, especially like special Pokemon, like Celebi, for example, might benefit more from Volt Switch than U-turn. However, since Volt Switch is mostly Stab, then it's not that good. So it would be interesting to see Volt Switch used more on more variety of Pokemon. Okay, now that's the reason. That's not the confusing part. WTF is with them. Okay, so according to Smogon, choice Pokemon, like maybe Choice Band, Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, whatever, those kind of Pokemon benefit more from Volturn, because they essentially like a really good scouting move. Since if Pokemon, let's say Rotom Wash or Wash Taunt, I like to call it, if Wash Taunt uses it, it not only has gained stab from Volt Switch, then and to be able to get a free a good switch in from whatever Pokemon that it doesn't want to face against. And if your opponent and if you're slower and you use Volturn, then whatever Pokemon comes out next won't be attacked. However, yes, it's a pretty good thing here, and according to the Smogon, predictions are the best part of using Volt Switch. If you're not very good predicting things, then this strategy is not good for you. Okay, so also, according to Volpe, and I quote, Volt Switch together with U-Turn have become such a force in the Mega. Now, whole teams they're based around the moves, going by the term Volturn teams. See? And the basic premise behind the teams to have every member know one of the moves, which gives them a way to always have safe switch out of the opponent in order to gain momentum. So essentially good scouting moves. Just want to figure out what does the opponent know. How do you counter the, basically, figure out, what your opponent does, any sort of, possible switches, so you don't have to actually switch out. However, okay, so I think that's good and all. However, I'm also going to quote Smogon here, because they're better saying this than I would probably do, on the major weakness of Volturn. The whole time that the team spent switching, damage slowly but surely begins to build on the opponent, which can increase tenfold addition of entry hazards and standstill or hail damage. Essentially, if Stealth Rock is then you keep using Volturn, then your team keeps getting hit by Stealth Rocks. So essentially, Stealth Rock actually gets a big ol' counter to this whole strategy of Volturn. So because if you keep switching, you're gonna keep taking hazards damage. So in other words, Stealth Rock is actually even more useful than it's supposed to be. What the heck? So I don't like Stealth. I actually don't mind Stealth Rock. However, the fact that I use more often, I guess gives a reason for Stealth Rock to be used more often than it should, because of the increased usage of Volturn. So I don't really have much to say about Volturn. I've already said all I wanted to say. Since all I can say is that it's a pretty good scouting move. It's a pretty good prediction move. It's sort of other things that goes on with Volturn that I don't understand. And yes, I do have some point with Volturn does not hold teams around it. Like Pick Legends Cobaline now has Volt Switch instead of Sword Dance. Because I said don't use Sword Dance anywhere at random Wi-Fi, then most of them would be pretty helpful. Especially since Cobaline can't really do much else. Pretty much, you should really get Articuno anything, an original attacking set, instead of like stalling set what I had. Because otherwise, Articuno doesn't really do much else. Well, anyway, I gotta really have much else to say about Volturn, so yeah, I'll see you guys later for the next feature analysis. What's it gonna be? Well, I got a ton of lists for it. However, according to my list, next is Shell Smash, but I could change it to something else. I'd probably change it to Kyurem, or the Kami Trio, or the Elemental Punches, or Scizor, etc. Okay, so see you guys later in the next Digit Analysis.